Well, hey everybody, it's Joy Packard. It is 10:18 on a Sunday evening. I'm usually on here, well, some throughout the day, but lately it's been late night chats around 11, but trying to go to bed a little earlier and begin the week. And I've had such an uplifting Sunday today, and many thoughts going through my head today. I thought, it was one of those times that I feel like I have to share my thoughts whenever that happens. And so here I am, and like I say, on a late night Sunday, and there's a few things that had happened today and throughout the week that it was just so uplifting for me that I thought I would share it with you. And that is that, well, today we talked a little bit about service, and whenever you're in the service of other people, you're only in the service of your God. And you've heard that a lot. Today is Sunday, and it's been on my mind because, those of you who know, my father passed away in February, and he was one of the greatest examples of service. And I thought about him a lot today and thought about the things that he did. And he was always such a giving person. And it just made me think about that, as we go throughout our days. And it can begin right here in our own home, right here in our own family, where it may be one of your children, it may be one of your somebody in your immediate family that may need you. And whenever we're doing service, if you think about it, we are doing things for others. Hi, Deanna, how you doing? And we're doing service for other people, and it just brings you, it's interesting because, like, you think that, service is kind of hard to do because it might be physically hard or too hard to fit in your schedule or whatever, but it's not. We are the ones that benefit from serving other people. And I've experienced that this week, and I continue to experience that. In fact, I just signed up on a site called justserve.org, and there's plenty of things to do, including bringing homeless meals to people. We had people from our church this weekend go and help people with the floods in Louisiana, those people who did, and just went over there, and they were overwhelmed with love. And I love seeing this. I just saw, like, I think you saw a picture of my son today. We had some people over for dinner, and he was walking people to their car because it was raining. So, just acts of service, doing for others, because we never really know what others may need. And by reaching out and doing things without being asked, or, here's a simple little thing that I did. Well, I went through a course, and one of the things that they told us to do was to go on Amazon, and I sell on Amazon, but so, of course I like to talk about that, but on Amazon.com, people have wish lists on there. Hi, Rhonda. And thank you. And on Amazon.com, there's some wish lists of people who randomly have a wish list of maybe some books, So, thank you, Dan. I know my son, he's the baby of 8 kids. He's pretty amazing. And so, you go to Amazon.com and you can see what other people are wanting maybe. And it's just a simple thing, but maybe you can buy a $10 book or whatever it is on their list. And I bet that, and it can be anonymous, and I bet that could make their day. And so, today, I don't know, my heart's just been full because I've had many people serve our family and in times of need, and even not in times of need. And it's just brought me so much joy and so much happiness. And it's just something that it's so good to, spread that. Imagine if everybody did that every day and everybody had that kind of attitude and serving other people. I think as mothers are always serving, right? We're always serving our children, whether it's, when my kids were babies, I was thinking of that today in church when I see these young moms and have little kids, and that's the kind of service that's pretty amazing, maternal, motherly service. And imagine if that was spread out throughout the world. And so I think that if we each take a day, and even a Sunday is the best day. I love Sunday evenings because I get ready for the rest of the week, and I like to write down my thoughts and the things that I want to do. And it could be somebody that you may be thinking about in your life that may need a little bit of encouragement. We have some family members that are going through a lot of different things, and I won't have to go into detail for it, but it's it's something that, you know, they need an extra encouragement, extra love. And so that's, I think, why I talk about the things that I talk about sometimes. And, you know, one thing too, along the lines of service, it's just love and creating the moments. And 2016 has been the year of that for me. And I think, like I say, I think that's just been a year of, so been a whirlwind of events, including beginning the year with my father's passing. And, you know, I was so close to him. Those of you who knew that, I miss him terribly. And he was a great example of service. And whenever I think of him and I think of the moments that we had with him, especially the last moments with him, it just makes me think about everything else in my life, you know, with my kids, with everything. And, you know, I know that I've had an Amazon course that I'm supposed to be creating and I am creating, but there's been just a lot of things in my life that have come first. And I put my family first. Those of you who know me, my kids come first. And, you know, if I have to put a situation before that and other people have to wait, you know, money is money and moments are moments. And this year has been my theme of creating moments. And so, hi, Amanda. Thank you so much. It's good to see you on here. Creating moments, you know, because those moments aren't going to come back. You know, my kids are, here I am, like I had 8 kids and I'm down to 2. And my baby's 13 years old. And so, you know, in 5 more years, we're going to be empty nesters. And these moments that we have every day are not going to come back, you know. And so we can sit here and, you know, I think I posted a video this morning on what matters most. And I really love that video because it talks about, in very, very simple terms, it showed a lady on there who was on her computer and her kids were outside swinging, you know, on some swings. And, you know, she looked through the window and she was typing her computer and she decided to put her computer down and go play with her kids. So, hi, Sonia. That's awesome. Serving is so awesome. And so, you know, spending time with our family, what matters most, like I was talking about with that video, I think that it's so important to put things that really do matter most. And I have many things that I do in my life. You know, I do Amazon. I do a lot of things. I'm trying to create courses. I tend, you know, I do a lot of different speaking and I speak on podcasts and things. And, you know, that's all great. And it's all cool and everything. But lately, my heart this year has been on my family. And, you know, my family is just number one. And sometimes those things have to take a back seat. And it may not, you know, all happen the way I want it to. But I knew at that moment that maybe my son needed me that day, or maybe my daughter needed me that day. I remember spending like a whole afternoon with one of my kids. And, you know, it was just trying to get her situated in a specific situation that she needed help with. And I was exhausted by the end of the day. And I looked at my desk, which is still piled with papers that I didn't get through. I didn't work on my course that I was trying to work on. But you know what? I helped my daughter. And what better way to serve than just like with our own family, you know, just beginning with our own family. And I felt really good. And it was a good exhaustion. You know, sometimes we're exhausted. And, you know, we're exhausted throughout the day. And whenever you look back at your day and you can say, you know what, today I spent time with my daughter and I made her feel better. Or I spent time with my mother. Or I made a phone call, you know, that I've been meaning to call. Because sometimes, you know, we put things off and say, I'll get to that. I'll call my friend. You know, I'll go to my mom's house and go visit. And then we never do it. And then before you know it, the day has passed. And then another week has passed or whatever has passed and you didn't do it. So, I think that, like I say tonight, you know, when my heart is filling with service and love and creating moments, and you'll hear me talk about creating moments probably for the rest of my life, and that will probably be the theme of my retreats whenever those go on, because I feel it to be so important in being who you are and, you know, giving you reasons to do what you have to do on a daily basis. You know, there's so many things that we could be doing, right? All of us have 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week, and it's just a matter of how we spend our time. And sometimes we don't choose the activities that are the best with that is for our time, right? And so I think if we put that at the beginning of, you know, in our mind every day, to find someone to serve. And like I say, maybe beginning in your own family and then, branching out to others and just giving a little bit of yourself every day, whether it's playing the organ in church or, I had to do that today, or bringing a meal. We had the sister missionaries over there and we fed them, and it was a great experience. And every time I do some active service, and I do the best I can. Not all of us have all the time in the world, but you'll feel better about yourself, about your life, about everything. So, and Sonia, thank you for your kind words. It's so kind for you to say. And, I don't know what happened to the live subscribe button that used to be up here. I don't even know if you guys see that. Do you see that anymore? Those of you who are on here, it used to say live, it used to say subscribe right up here somewhere. And I don't know. I'm not on my own. I'm on my own Facebook Live page. I can't really see that. But if you want to, you can subscribe, and you can, or a follow button down below. I don't know what it is, and feel free to do that. I love getting on here and chatting with you and sharing with you the things that work for me. And like I say, we eventually will be doing some personal development retreats in the future. And I think that that's so awesome. So it's 10:30 p.m. It's, I've got to go write in my journal and get ready for the week. I hope that this has helped you in some way. I have a desire in my heart to help others. And I feel like I can't, just hold that in. So that's why I share with you. A lot of people think, well, why do you, get on here and share all your random thoughts or whatever? And that's why I do, is because I feel the need to help others. And so I appreciate you guys joining on this chat. Those of you who have joined and didn't catch it all, it will be replayed live, or replay what we just talked about. And I hope, like I say, this has helped you. I hope you guys put service, creating moments, and love in your everyday life, and that you can make that a part of what you need to do and who you are. All right. Well, you guys have a great rest of your Sunday evening wherever you are in the world. Some of you on the East or West Coast or South here in Texas. And have a wonderful, wonderful week and create those moments. Take care. Good night.